What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here on the Hobie in the Atlantic Ocean down here in the Florida Keys, and y'all wanted a follow-up video on whether our waterproof stuff worked, whether we did the mods to the Hobie properly, and are we keeping the water out of the hull. If you missed the 120-mile sail video, go find it in my channel list. You'll understand the issue we had. We were taking on so much water in the boat that it was literally plumb full. Now, the great thing about a Hobie is it's almost impossible to sink one of these things with the amas, unless maybe you filled all your amas up with water, or your outriggers. For those that are not familiar with Hobie terminology, these outriggers, or the pontoons out there, those are called amas. So maybe if you fill those up with water and the hull, you might be able to sink this thing. But they're a pretty safe boat, and they're great for you to learn how to sail in. But we're out here in about 11-mile-an-hour sustained winds out here in the Atlantic. As you can maybe see from this camera view here, just Atlantic Ocean out there. So what better way to test whether my mods worked on keeping the hull dry than to come out in the choppy Atlantic and do some speed sailing. So you can see that we've got water breaking over the bow and breaking over this hatch, and that was the issue I think that we had when we did the 120-mile sail, is that water was coming in the hatch. The other issue that I realized, I put all of my water and my weight in the back of the Hobie, and that sunk the rear. You've got your rudder lines that come out of holes in the back of the hull, and once that went underwater, it just made the problem worse as water kept coming in through those 4 holes in the back. So we've got a bilge pump installed for ultimate safety. We've got our battery in a battery box here for our nav and stuff, and our bilge pump, and I think we're gonna be okay. But when we get done with this sailing trip here, we're gonna check and see how our water issue is, whether the hatch sealing mod really worked or not. If you need to see that video, it's also in the channel list. So I'm just gonna grab some footage of us sailing around here in the Atlantic. You can enjoy this little montage, and then when we get back to shore, we're gonna check and see how much water we got. Now, I am concerned about this hatch. They don't seal 100%, but I did grease them, and maybe this is holding a little bit better than before. Let's do some sailing, find out how bad she still leaks. Okay guys, we've been sailing around for a while. We got water coming over the side of the hull here. We got water been splashing around in here, up over, there you go, up over top of the hatch and stuff. I did click the bilge on, and I didn't get any water spitting out. So I think we're still okay. The water's splashing in, but then it's draining back out from, you know, where it's supposed to drain. Right here, this big hole that we got in the bottom of the boat. So I clicked the bilge on, we didn't have any water squirt out, so I think we're good. When we don't have any water splashing in, the water level's about where it should be. So far, so good on the fixes. Oh, shit. Okay, the drive just hit the bottom. Okay, oh, ow, shit. Nope, hang on. Well, we're seeing, but it's just a weird tide flow right here. If I can just get somewhere. See? Yeah, give me the paddle. All right, it's gonna flow us in now. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
No worries.
It's just there was a weird,
Yes.
like now it's good, right? But there was this weird in and out
I know.
flow, and it was just.
All right.
All right.
Good day.
Thank you. Appreciate the assist.
Yeah. Good.
All right, guys, I got the lovely assistant here holding the boat level. I'm gonna check some water here, and that's about really all we got. You okay? There, and you saw just a little water running back, but really nothing. Hop one more time. See a little teeny bit of water, but that could have been even residual from the last time I took it out. At any rate, test complete. Mods, I think they work fantastic. So just to recap for those that haven't really watched the mod video and are too lazy to go and watch it, took a piece of yoga mat and we silicone that yoga mat all the way in around here. And you can see where the edge sits and where the water was splashing in the hatch. And if you look on the inside, minus my drips from my fingers there, it is all dry right around the inside of the yoga mat. So what that means is that yoga mat is not letting the water come over this lip and down into the hull. Now a great test would be to really dry this out, right? Because I think it had some residual water in there. We had a big rainstorm, a hurricane here, and it probably put a little bit of water in there. But that's the first mod. And then on the hatch, all I did was I put silicone grease around here because the hatches, they didn't want to close. They would squeak and bind, and I thought it was rolling the edge of the seal when you tried to put it down. Now they go nice and smooth. This is a maintenance item you got to keep up with. Not going to get in, show you the bilge here. Well, I guess I'll show you the bilge real quick. So we've got our bilge in. It's hard to see with the battery box. You can't really see nothing, but I got a battery box in there. Bilge, and the bilge exits from here. If you're interested in seeing that, go down in the channel list and you will be able to find the bilge install video. So anyway, guys, test complete. I think the mods work just fine. You saw it for yourself. You've been asking for the update. There's the update video for you. Out in the Atlantic, what better place to test it out in a little bit rougher conditions. Appreciate you watching the video. If you like this kind of Hobie stuff, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Subscribe if you'd like to continue watching and be notified when I do some more stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one.